In this particular study, we're doing motion capture, so we have to put markers on the dancers, and we hope that that doesn't interfere too much with how they're expressing themselves in the dance. And so we're always trying to have it as naturalistic as possible, but we need to have some experimental control or we can't ask our scientific questions.
Human movement is more complicated than we imagine. You need to put a little bit of science to know where to start from. So we don't need to just analyze everything. We want to find some key variable in this whole thing that will be informative and will tell us about how the two dancers are coordinating with each other. I have to help them to see how much they can record, how many markers we'll need, even just the area where they could move, if that's something that they need to take into account. There's a lot of preparation involved in setting up the cameras. Here we have an object that we need its dimension, so it's useful when we calibrate the system. See inside it, it's a camera. It has a lens from one of the popular makers. But this is an infrared filter, and what this camera sees is infrared light reflected from these markers. It's a little bit like GPS, so think of these as satellites, and you have a few of them from different angles. When you combine the information from each one, together you get the 3D location of the individual markers. For the dancers, we just use straps to put a few of these on their hands, wrists, shoulders, head, etc. on their body, so that we can track individual parts of the body. So we had to find new ways to arrange the markers so that the dancers can freely move and roll around without hurting themselves.